Hey guys, it's Grayson, and I'm going to talk about coming out to extended family. So my advice would be, come out in person or through your parents or whatever, face to face to the people who you see the most often and who actually need a more in-depth explanation as to what's going on. Because you are going to see them more often, you are going to have to, deal with them more often, so they should know a little bit more um, about what's going on with you. So that'd be like if you're close with your grandparents or any of your aunts and uncles or cousins or something. As for the rest of it, your family, if you have a really big family like I do, um, you know, Facebook status, message, whatever, email, texting, letters, um, you know, just a big mass, like everybody gets the same information. It's bare minimum. If you have any questions, ask me, whatever. Basically, my mom told my aunt, and then my aunt told my two cousins, um, and then my mom also told my grandma, my grandpa, and my uncle. That was last year. In October, my aunt was told, and then in December, around Christmas, my grandma and grandpa and uncle were told. Um, they're all fine with it. My uncle, as well as one of my cousins, identifies in the LGBT community, and they, you know, my cousin's good with it. She has a trans friend already, so she, has already been through that process of changing the name and pronouns and stuff. My uncle, he's good with it. It's alright. The only thing is my grandfather, he doesn't understand at all. He's not mean about it, but he's got a bit of memory issues. He had a stroke a few years ago. He doesn't talk much. He doesn't really do much. But he doesn't know who I am anymore because he doesn't recognize me. Um, Even though I've looked like this for, the past 3 years. Like, my hair has been short for the past, 3.5 years or so. Um, 2.5, I don't know. Since I was 14, and I'm almost 17. Um, and I've dressed like this pretty much my entire life. And, but he doesn't recognize me since he had a stroke. He thinks my sister is me, and he thinks that I'm my brother's friend. Um, yeah, so my mom's tried explaining to him, but he can't make the connection. Um, so I mean, that's kind of upsetting that, he doesn't know who I am, but he's not mean to me or anything, and he's not, I can still go and say hi and everything. He just looks kind of like, what are you doing here when I say, hey, grandpa? Um, but, a few years ago when I first got my haircut and he first saw it, he's like, you look like a boy. And that was his only comment. That was it. And, that was that. I have several other members of my family on both my mom and my dad's side that are part of the LGBT community. The LGB part, though, I'm the only T that I know of. So that's helpful. I mean, not that it has anything to do with anything, but at least they are aware of they're more aware of the T part than, the rest of the people. So my mom's cousin, one of my mom's cousins, was very angry to find out from a Facebook post that my aunt sent out at my mom's request to just tell the rest of the family, because there's about 50 of us, 50, 60 or so people on my mom's side. So, they're not, I only see them once or twice a year. I haven't actually seen them in over a year because we stopped going to family stuff because my mom didn't want to tell anybody about me yet. And so basically a few weeks ago, my my aunt sent out a mass Facebook, message to the entire family about me because I don't have Facebook, so I couldn't do it. Basically just saying name, pronouns, and stuff. Nobody messed up. I saw them all yesterday at a big family function. Nobody messed up, not even once. Didn't hear birth name, female pronouns, nothing. It was incredible. And basically my mom's cousin was really angry because I didn't know this, but he's gay, and he happens to work a lot with PFLAG, and also he happens to be a counselor for LGBT youth. I did not know this. because I assumed, like all of the other members of my family that are LGBT, um, they aren't involved at all in the LGBT community. I just assumed he wasn't either. And he happens to be very involved in the community a lot with youth, and he's worked with a lot of trans youth, and so he knows a lot about, the system in Ontario, um, in regards to trans people, um, in particular trans youth. So, it was good catching up with him and talking with him. And then to throw it all on top of that, I introduced them all to my girlfriend, who I've been dating for almost a year. And, they were cool with her too, just, it was really easy, smoother. It went along a lot nicer than I thought it would. There was not a single mess up, and it was fantastic. Um, as for my dad's side, we've only told my nanny, who is my dad's mom, and she, as well as my godmother, who's one of my dad's sisters, um, and I think that's it on his side. He told both of them. He went down to their houses at some point about a month ago and told them both. I haven't seen my nanny since, but she sent me a card with my name on it. It said Mr. and then like my first and last name, and I was surprised because he never even told me that he told her. Um, so I was like, this is really confusing. So I opened it up and it was a card, and it basically just said, I love you, you're still you, I don't see you any differently. And then there was $10 in the card, and it said, buy yourself a treat. So, oh, that was funny. And then my godmother, I was very, very close to her as a kid. I haven't seen her since I was 14, actually, because she lives a lot farther away now. A couple hours drive, hour and a half-ish. And it's just a far ride, and with high school and stuff, it just got really busy. I wasn't able to go down, but when she lived a little closer, I was over there all the time. I'd go for like a week or so and stay with her, and she would always send me birthday cards and presents and stuff, and because I was her god kid, or I am her god kid, and so I went down to see her because my dad said that I should go with them to come and see her because she really wanted to see me. And so I went down, and she did not mess up once pronoun-wise. My name, she said, I promise you I will not remember your new name because she's terrible with names. And, but to her credit, she didn't say my birth name either. She just kept asking my mom, what's his name again? Which I found really funny. But she didn't mess up pronouns or anything once, and she just said, you're you. You're always gonna be you. And I love you because, you're no different than you were before. So it's nice to get that acceptance and from the people that I'm close, that I've been close to and who've known me my entire life, for them to just make that switch and not mess up even once is crazy to me. Like, nobody messed up, and it was incredible. I was expecting to have to correct people and maybe some weird questions or weird looks or whatever, but none of that happened, and it just all worked, I guess, to my favor, and it was pretty good. I mean, extended family, you don't, if you have a large family, you don't see them all at once all that often, and it's nice to have that acceptance. So I definitely say, come out to the people in person or over the phone or whatever, but at least so they can hear your voice or at least see you or something. Come out to the people that you're close to in your extended family like that, and then other people who just really need to know what to call you, message them all the same message, like, this is my name, this is my pronouns, this is what's been going on with me. Email me questions or whatever if you have any. Because they really just need to know what to call you the one time a year they see you, So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, questions, video topics, would be very nice. So thanks for watching, guys. See ya.